Curtis, I know you probably talk to a lot of businesses and you talk to them about all the cool things the data recovery and the backing up helps to do. But what would you say to an ordinary Jack or Jill who has data on a Google Drive or has data on their hard drive? What is one or two things that you'd recommend to just the regular person on how they should be mindful of their data?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. My first thing is please back it up, right? Please don't call me and say, Curtis, I deleted my Google account. What do I do now? Yeah, well, go invent a time machine. That's basically the only answer to that question. You know, your data should always be in at least two places. If you're storing data that matters only in Google Drive or only in iCloud, right? There needs to be another copy of that data. Now, often, at a minimum, it should be synchronized to a local device. So you'd have to lose both the local device and the other, the cloud version. But I would prefer it to be backed up in some other way. There are cloud services that are, Druva is not one of them. Where I work, we do B2B, but there are many cloud services that are marketed at the individual consumer. And so, like even though I like Time Machine for my Mac, I don't use Time Machine to back up my Mac because that means that the hard drive that's protecting my Mac is right next to my Mac, right? Don't do that. Learn about something called the 3-2-1 rule. We have an episode on my podcast, Restore It All, where we talk about this. So 3 copies of the data on 2 different types of media, one of which is stored somewhere else. That last one is really, really crucial, right? Backing up your PC or your iPhone or your Android to something else that isn't right there, right? So if you have a fire or you get mugged. I had 3 MacBooks and iPads stolen out of a rental car at once, one time. So that, if we had backed up to a hard drive, it would have been in the laptop bag right next to it. So don't do that. Make sure you're storing it somewhere else.